Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. I called this cow court for you city folks. It's not a cow, it's a steer, which is basically a bull that has lost his balls. Essentially, a stake in the making. If you don't know, now you know. I'm a hick, and I'll save you from singing a jingle, but we're going to the fair. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
Okay, so we have Mr. Williams. Where are you, Mr. Williams?
You speak.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
And then we have Molly Sundstrom. Where are you?
I'm here.
Okay, and it's just the two of you in this case, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry we're getting started late, but not much I could do. Each of you swear, raise your right hands, please. Each of you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth.
I do.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Williams, what's your case about?
About Molly's steer smashing the hood on my car.
I'm sorry, say that again.
About Molly's steer putting a dent in the top of my hood on my car.
I'm having trouble understanding Molly's steer.
Steer, right, or cow, whichever you want to call it.
Oh, okay. So her steer dented your car, and that happened in July of this year.
Yes, on the 12th.
Okay, you want to tell me how this happened?
Well, what happened is her steer got loose, and my granddaughter was holding on to the rope trying to get it back to the where it belongs, and they dragged her all through the what do you call it? The what? Fairgrounds. That's right. And it hit over to the fence. I thought my granddaughter was going to get killed because it was dragging her, and she finally let go when it got along the fence, and then the steer run down towards the opening of the fairgrounds where cars drive in, and my daughter they needed help to get the darn steer because it was running off. So she asked me if she could borrow my car to go help get the steer, and I said, go ahead. And then when the car come back, it had a dent in the hood from the steer.
So what fairgrounds was this? This in Traverse City?
Northwestern Fairground, Traverse City.
And did you see this happen?
No, I didn't, sir.
So how do you know it happened? I mean, how do you know?
My daughter was the one driving the car. She told me.
So is your daughter driving the car?
Yes, she was driving the car, trying to help Molly get her steer back because the steer can run so fast, and you can chase all you want, you don't catch it, but a car can help catch it.
What is your daughter's name?
Inga Waldrip.
Pardon?
Her name is Inga Waldrip. Former animal control officer.
Okay, and so I'm still having trouble figuring out how this steer winds up on top of your car. What happened? How do you
Didn't my
think it
daughter
happened?
explain how it happened?
Well, yeah, is she here to testify?
Yes.
Well, where is she?
Hi.
Okay, so you're Miss Waldrop,
Yes.
and did you, when I had people take an oath to testify, did you swear to tell the truth?
I do.
So tell me what happened.
Okay, so we were at the Northwestern Fair doing a steer weigh-in is what it's called before the fair. The night before, Molly had called me asking for my and my daughter's help with her daughter's steer. She said they couldn't get it in the trailer and they don't know how they were going to be able to do the hoof trimming and things because her daughter couldn't handle the steer by herself. So we went the night before to her house. We helped her load the steer. The morning of the incident, we showed up 2 hours before our time to help Molly unload the steer from the trailer. My daughter went in the trailer with her daughter, had a lead on it, along with her daughter having a lead. I opened the door, the steer came out and took off bolting. Her daughter right away lost the rope. My daughter stayed with the rope, tried to stop the steer. He was running, like my dad said, towards the fencing, towards the opening, which led out to the highway in Traverse City. My daughter ended up losing the rope. He went out into the road. We had all the trucks and trailers were parked there. Nobody else had a vehicle that wasn't blocked in because all the trailers were hooked up because several people were unloading their animals. So I had asked my dad if I could get in the car to help so the steer did not go out in the highway to get hit. So I come across, before I got to the highway, I seen Molly's daughter walking down a gravel area, which was a storage unit, and I seen the steer up ahead of her. So what I did was I went down with the car, was able to grab the rope of the steer. I got out of the car, was yelling for Julia, which is Molly's daughter. I said, hurry up, I don't know how much longer I can hold the rope. And she was coming up behind me. The steer had put his head down to charge me. So I had let go of the rope, got back in the car, and that's when the steer had hit his head on the hood of the car. Then he took off through a gravel pit to a different area. That went on for about an hour. Yeah, her daughter got in the car. We drove down the road.
Okay, I got it. Okay, thank you.
Sorry, that was just a lot of it, and it took for about an hour of all that.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to hear about the steer hitting the
Yep.
hood, since that's why we're here. Okay.
Yep, because he was running at large.
Okay, Miss Sundstrom, what do you have to say about all this?
Yeah, the steer got loose from the fairgrounds, and I was with the species chair for the fair. She's in charge of all the large beef, and her father. And by the time we got to the road, the side road that the fairgrounds is on, she had said to me, we should call a roper, but I need your permission. I said, yes, call the roper. So we called, within 3 or 4 minutes, we called the roper. And the roper had told her.
Called who? Called
a
what?
Roper, a gentleman to come on horseback to rope the steer and catch him. That was their advice.
Where were you when the steer hit the hood of his car?
I was not there. I did not witness any of it.
All right.
So.
All right. So it obviously it apparently happened, right?
Yeah, she said that she had grabbed him out of the window of the car, that he spun and tried to kick the car, so she let go and said if she'd had her truck, she would have tied him to the door jamb of the truck. But since she didn't, she had to let him go. But originally, I remember her telling me his hoof hit the hood when he jumped over the car. I did not know she was trying to get him with the car. We were told just to watch him and see where he was and not lose sight of him, but not to chase him.
So where were you? Okay, the steer is in a trailer when you get to the fairgrounds, right?
Correct.
And it's in a trailer that's attached to whose vehicle?
My truck.
Pardon?
My truck.
Your truck. Okay. And so all this time, and so who opens the trailer to let the steer out?
I opened the doors to the trailer, and the girls were inside holding on to the steer's halter.
Both your daughter and his daughter.
And yeah, Angus' daughter.
All right, so the two girls had the steer, and then it just got out of control after that and took off?
Yes.
So had these two girls ever had to do that or had that experience where they've had to get a steer out of a trailer and take care of it?
Yes, my daughter's 18 and her daughter's close in age, and they have both been in 4-H for years. This is my daughter's second steer that she had. She had another calf before then. So yes, they both
So
have
is this ever happened with this steer?
No, he'd never been loose before.
You suppose it just got spooked somehow?
Yes, he had not been in a trailer since we purchased him. And it's about an hour drive, and I think he was just scared when the doors open.
Huh, okay, so and I think I asked you this before. Did you watch the girls? You were there when the steer
Yes, I
left
was
the
there.
trailer?
Yes.
Yeah, but then you didn't see the incident where the steer winds up getting a hood ornament on the car.
No, the car was on the fairgrounds. The steer left the fairgrounds and never went back on the fairgrounds again. I did not ask Inga to chase him with a car, and I did not know that's what was happening. She was not able to walk very well at the time from an injury. So I was under the impression that she was doing what we were doing, which was keeping an eye on him through these parking lots. It was like a field area and parking lots and businesses across the street.
Okay.
Fairground.
Okay, all right. So that's it for your testimony then? That's all you know?
I think so. Yeah, the story I was told is a little
Okay.
different. Go ahead.
All right, Mr. Williams, I'll just give you one more chance to rebut or correct anything that you heard. Anything to add?
Well, all I've had is like the incident about 20 years ago where a woman's dog got loose and tore up one of my horses, and you were responsible for your own animal. So I figured this is the same type of case. So, and another thing on the
Well,
and when you go
yeah.
to 4-H thing, you're supposed to be, teach your kids how to help, be neighborly, and you're responsible for your animal.
Well, here's the thing. I agree with you in general that a person should be responsible for his or her animal. In fact, I'm thinking about a case I had when I was a lawyer about 30 years ago, where a kid was on a bicycle over on South Airport Road, and a dog came running out of somebody's house and scared the kid on the bike, and the kid winds up getting killed by an oncoming vehicle. He steered his bicycle right into the traffic just because he was so scared of the dog. And it was true that that homeowner was responsible for that animal, and it got loose, and that homeowner was held liable for that unfortunate death of that little kid. So fortunately, nothing like that happened here. So yes, I'm in agreement that you're a person is in general I don't responsible for damages that his or her animal causes. But the thing is, it's not an absolute liability situation. And here's what I mean by that fancy phrase. If let's say if your daughter, if Inga was driving your own truck, your own vehicle, and you own it, but she's driving it, and she gets into an accident and causes some damages, you're automatically responsible, even though you were nowhere near the accident, because you're the owner of the vehicle, right?
The owner, right? Yes, sir.
So that's what they call absolute or statutory liability. And I'm not aware of anything like that for an animal, like a statute that says you got to pay every time your animal causes some damage.
When I
And
had,
even if there was, it would require some negligence on the part of the owner. Was the owner negligent in taking care or not taking care of this animal? And is that why the damage has happened? But in this case, Miss Sundstrom, it's her animal, it's her trailer, and her daughter, and actually, I guess your daughter, are both involved in trying to lead this animal to someplace in the fairgrounds where it's supposed to go, and the animal just takes off. I don't find Miss Sundstrom negligent in that regard. It's true that it happened, but it doesn't sound like it was an expected or a foreseeable thing.
Yes.
Like, oh, this happens all the time. That's why I asked her, has this ever happened?
Your Honor, may I say something?
So this animal just took off, and I don't think anybody could have foreseen that.
Can
If
I
so,
say
then
something real quick?
What?
She did foresee that. That's why she asked for our help, because she knew her daughter could not control that animal. That's why we showed up to her residence to load it. And she asked us to help her unload it because she said it was feral. They ended up not being able to use that animal and had to put it down after that because he was feral and was trying to kill people. It wasn't just the car.
Okay.
I mean,
okay. All right. Even if
so it
that's
was somewhat
true,
foreseen.
even if that is true, she did not ask or request the Mr. Williams' vehicle to be involved in this in any way.
She requested
didn't
my help.
She did not expect that, and I don't find her liable for this damage at all. I can't understand a theory of her of liability. There is no statute, there's no case law, there's nothing that I can
So when an animal that
use
large,
to stick. You're done, ma'am, and I'm dismissing the action. So thank you.